Hi everyone, it's Michelle. I'm back again for another Create a Sim video. This one is super important to me. We've been doing a lot of work with bed and breakfasts over in my Twitch life. We've been doing a bed and breakfast challenge, and people have come up with the most amazing beds and breakfasts. I don't know what the right plural would be. Bed and breakfast builds. And I finally kind of added my own to the mix, which is based on the architecture of Key West, Florida, which is a southernmost bit of the United States. It's almost a tropical island. It's very artistic. It's very LGBT friendly, very touristy at this point, but a really creative, fun, and funky place. And I thought, why not create Sims to live there and run the inn who would really kind of reflect Key West? So I have made Gloria and Mary-Ellen. They were both born in 1950. They met while in college in the late 60s. They have been together since college, romantically, hidden, very much hidden. I don't think either of them really were swept up in a lot of the social revolutions of the 60s and 70s. I think they just wanted to quietly live together and not make trouble and try to do the best they could in a time of discrimination, in times of financial insecurity for women. They just tried to build a life together, living together as friends, as supposed very good friends, and sort of hiding the depth of their relationship. I have a feeling they moved down to Key West, pretty in their like 30s, something like that. Found the inn, fell in love with it, redid it, put their blood, sweat, and tears into it, their creativity, their passion, and certainly their personal interests, right? They both love pastels. They both love color and vibrancy and people. And so just to introduce you to them individually, Gloria, who we've been watching here, is definitely the more casual of the two. She is the one who does a lot of the maintenance. She does a lot of the gardening. And of course they have a staff, but Gloria's pretty hands-on. And she's one of these folks who's never met a stranger. She's cheerful and talkative and gregarious, but very chill. She's casual and chill. And Mary-Ellen here, Mary-Ellen Riley, Mary-Ellen is the more, I would say, dramatic of the two. She's involved in community theater. Let me put it this way. When the two have fights, Gloria is the one to be ready to forgive very quickly and just like, oh, this is silly. What are we fighting about? This is nothing. Doesn't matter. And in the meantime, Mary-Ellen's the one slamming the door and rushing out of the room and then storming back in later to reconcile just as passionately. So the two of them, like I said, they've been together since, oh my gosh, for a good long time. For, 45 years. They've had their troubles. I think they've probably taken breaks from each other and come back together. But in the end, they're the right people for each other, and they know it. And the inn is an extension of their relationship, really. You can see that Mary-Ellen dresses, or you'll see as we go on, Mary-Ellen dresses a bit more dramatically. They both love their pastels. They're very Floridian colors. But Mary-Ellen is the one to do these kind of updos, and she wears more makeup and she wears more bright florals, things like that. And she's a very organized and logical mind. Don't get attached to that goofball trait right there. I switch that out later on. I forget for what, but I do switch it out. I think to creative. And Mary-Ellen is the one who does the party planning when people have wedding receptions at the inn, that kind of thing. Whereas Gloria is the person who just could talk your ear off about restaurant recommendations and history and nightlife and stories. They are the proprietors of Land's End Inn, which will be available in the gallery later today. It is a cafe lot based in Magnolia Promenade, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited to have made it and to have joined all the other bed and breakfast builds that so many amazing simmers did through my July challenge. Yeah, you can see here, Mary-Ellen plays golf. She plays golf and tennis, whereas Gloria, power walks around the neighborhood, in the early morning before it gets too hot. They do, you know, they're independent women. As much as they've lived a very long life together, they're independent women and they don't live in each other's pockets. And I really admire them for that. I know they're pixels, but I still admire them for that. Uh, it was fun picking outfits for Mary-Ellen because she is a bit more flamboyant. I just imagine her out there golfing. She's probably a pretty good golfer. And I love her party and winter outfits because again, they're very colorful, very colorful. So let's recap and look at Gloria and Mary-Ellen's outfits. And then we're going to look at a few screenshots of them at the end. So I'm going to let music take us away, but thank you so much for just learning a little bit more about this couple who, I almost forgot to say, you know, when same-sex marriage was legalized in Florida in early 2015, they took advantage of it very quickly, actually. You know, somewhat afraid that the right would be taken right back again. But the two of them are married and have a strong circle of friends, a strong community, a strong business, a strong marriage. And I really like them. So again, thank you so much for coming along with me on this, and I will see you in my next video.